All right, shalom, 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 yashar Allah, shalom. Before we get started, all right, we're gonna make sure the sound is good, and then we'll dive right in. All right, so we straight. All right, so shalom, 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 yashar Allah, shalom. Kol halayam la abanawa, Allah hayanawa, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Warachah Kodash, Shabash Mayam, Barak Atha Yahweh, Barak Atha Yahushai, Barak Atha Yahweh, Barak Atha Yahushai, Barak Atha Yahweh, Barak Atha Yahushai, Bahashim, Warachah Kodash, Shabash Mayam. The Wara Abi Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Kayachah Kodash Shabash Mayam. The Wara, right? What I said in the ancient Hebrew tongue, right? Kol halayam la, right? All praises to, right? Abanawa, our Father. Allah Hayanawa, our God, Yahweh, which the world ignorantly calls God, which the name in the Hebrew is Yahweh, which means He exists to be. All right, Bahashim, in the name, Yahweh Shai, which the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, which the name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai, right? Which means He saves, He delivers. He is the deliverer for the nation of Yashar Allah in general, for you so-called Black, Latinos, Native Indians, right? Us Hebrew Israelites, man, all right? He is the deliverer for us so-called Blacks, Latinos, Native Indians, man, all right? Bahashim, in the name, Warachah Kodash, Shabash Shemayim, and the Holy Spirit which are in heaven, man. What, brother Yahweh, all right. Barak Atha Yahweh, Barak Atha Yahushai, which means bless you, Yahweh, bless you, Yahushai. All right, Bahashim, in the name, Warachah Kodash Shabash Shemayim, and the Holy Spirit which are in heaven. All right. I'd like to also give double honors to the elders and apostles, Great Millstone, that rule well, and teach well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that are abroad. The usage through Akim Wa'akwab that tune in, that'll tune in afterwards. I'll put out this lesson edifying and exhorting unto you. All right. This lesson's coming to you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahushai, hopes to edify the flock. All right. So you see it right there in the title, right? The MOTB is at large, man. All right. It is at hand. It's on the block. All right. Now it's just, now we're just waiting for it to be made mandatory, man, for all the world that to be tried with this, man. Shalom to the brothers, man. Shalom, to you brothers that are, to you and your brothers that you push the word with, man. Shalom, rocket to you, right? So yeah, as I was saying, right, the MOTB is at large, right? There's this article that I came across that says, I'm gonna read right here. The link is in the description, so if you want to take heed to it or read it, whatever it may be, right? It's in the description. Let me grab it real quick. Load up. All right. Damn, take forever. All right, it says Elon Musk's brain implant company is approved for human testing. How alarmed should we be? Right? So this is just the mere simple-minded people in the world that are bringing this forth, man, saying how alarmed should we be, all right? You should be very alarmed, all right? One is because it's not just something that you should be alarmed about that is because it's just something that goes into your brain. It's also biblical prophecy that if you take this thing, you shall be utterly destroyed. You shall perish from this thing, all right? So at the end of the day, when it says how alarmed should you be, you should definitely be very alarmed, right? But let's get into this article. I brought this up that this lesson is edifying, all right? We're gonna make it straight to the point. All right, really quickly. All right. It says Elon Musk brain implant company Neuralink last week received regulatory approval to conduct the first clinical trials, all right, of its experimental device in humans. All right, it's experimental. All right, so therefore, meaning it's not proven that it'll do all these things that Esau, even the so-called white man, is saying that it's going to do to you. All right, but at the end of the day, it is biblical prophecy that is going to soon to come to pass, and is going to give these things on the left-hand side, these miracles, right? These false miracles that a lot of people are going to be deceived by to take this thing, man. All right, whether it be by means of walking again, if you weren't able to walk at all, or you lost the ability to walk, the ability to see, whatever it may be, man. Whatever functionalities that you used to have in the body that you don't have anymore, Esau, even the so-called white man, is going to make it possible again via the by the means of his miracles on the left-hand side, man, via this microchip. All right. All right, continuing on, right? It says, but the billionaire exclusives bombistic. Yeah, I don't know what that word says. All right. It says promotion of the technology. His leadership reported at other companies and animal welfare concerns relating to Neuralink experiments. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see what else is going on. All right. This is Elon Musk speaking, right? It says, I was surprised, or Salaki, this is whatever her name is, Laura. It says the neurologist at Penn State Rock Ethics Institute and decision by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, right, the FDA, right, let the company go ahead with clinical trials, right? And the reason why a lot of people are surprised about this is because the fact that literally Elon Musk, when they test these honestly, it's not just him either, all right? It's a lot of these companies that do experimental testing, right, with these technological advancements or whatever it may be with medical science, whatever, right? When they do these things, they use it on animals first before they do it on humans. All right, they do these clinical testings with these animals, killing off a lot of them. Going through this how you call it, like if the animal doesn't die or if the animal does die, they record it and they constantly keep bringing forth these new advancements to it so they can perfect it. All right, so they basically kill off a lot of animals. That's why that's what that person is saying. They're surprised that the FDA approved it because there was a lot of animals that Elon Musk killed in order to get this to be able to have one animal be able to do the things that they were saying in the article, man. All right, being able to walk again because they actually severed the nerve from the mind of the monkey, right, where it can so it cannot walk anymore. And it actually implemented that damn brain chip where it was able to walk again. All right, so they're doing a lot of wicked ass shit to these animals, and now they're about to do it to humans. All right, they're about to do this to people that don't have the ability to walk, that don't have the ability to see, and they're gonna give it back to them by means of what? This microchip, man, this brain implant, right? This MOTB, the mark of the beast, man. All right, let's get a little more, and then we'll go into the scriptures. All right. It says Musk has claimed Neuralink device could be used for a range of therapeutic use to treat conditions like blindness, paralysis, depression. All right, but he also said that that eventually aim to create a general population device that could connect the user's mind directly to the supercomputers and help humans keep up with artificial intelligence, man. Come on, what the fuck? This sounds wicked as hell, man. How the fuck is anybody okay with this shit? All right, you about to be tapped into a damn computer, man. All right, Esau, even the so-called white man, is about to know every fucking thing you do, man, on a daily basis. What you thinking about 24/7, all right? Where you at? Wherever your geological fucking footprint is, man. He's about to literally be able to know all these things, man. Even though he knows it right now, it's just he doesn't know it on an extent that this is gonna make him know. All right, this microchip, this MOTB, right, the mark of the beast. this subdermal implantable micro C-hip is going to be able to allow him to exalt himself as a god 10 times more, man. All right, 10 times more beyond belief than a lot of people realize, man. All right, so it truly behooves you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Indians, right, and you speckled birds out there to turn to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, man, before it's too late. Because look, the MOTB is at large, man. All right, the MOTB is at large, the mark of the beast, and it is soon to come to pass where it's going to be made mandatory for all flesh, all people in the world to take this thing, and if not, you're going to be destroyed. All right. But at the end of the day, we have faith in Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, that if we don't take this thing, he's going to protect us. All right, he's going to keep us from the hour of temptation. All right, we are going to truly solely rely on Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai for everything in these latter days, man. All right, when all hell breaks loose, look, niggas is gonna run to this damn MOTB because they're gonna want to live a natural life or a normal life, how they say in this world. All right. They're going to want to go get their daily bread from fucking Esau eating the so-called white man. And it's not going to even be GMO food anymore, man. It's going to be 3D printed food, man. All right? That's the type of life you want to live. You got to scan your fucking hand, or whatever it may be. They scan your fucking head, right, so you can go get your 3D printed fucking food and shit. Like, come on, man. This is not a life you want to live. We are literally still in captivity, man. All right? We are yet this day in our captivity. All right? So without further ado, we're going to grab the scriptures, all right, to bring forth edification of Baratazah. I'm actually going to open up with this one again. All right, this is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. All right, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. All right, perilous going into what? All right, troublesome, gruesome, right, hard to bear times, right? Hard to bear times that a lot of people are not going to be able to bear in these latter days, man, which we are going to be, we are in the beginning stages of, man. And a lot of people have voluntarily taken this thing, right? The MOTB, that subdermal implantable micro C-hip. All right, a lot of people have voluntarily took this thing already. All right, so how much more so in the near future when it's going to be made mandatory where all flesh shall have to take it, or if not, you're going to die because Esau Edom, the so-called white man, doesn't deem you, to live basically in his society because you don't want to conform to his ways, man. You don't want to conform to the ways of wickedness, man. All right. So look, this is the type of times we in, man. We are in the time where Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is about to bring this forth. All right, about to bring the MOTB forth, man. All right, and it's already at large, man. All right, yet people cannot see that this is biblical prophecy being brought forth, man. People do not see that it is biblical prophecy being brought forth. It's being made manifest right off the pages of the scriptures, man. All right, it's literally it's literally brought into fruition right now. All right, it's just not made mandatory like the scripture says, but it's going to be made mandatory real soon in the near future, man. All right, so it behooves you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians to take heed, man. All right, to take heed and receive this wise wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai before it's too late, man. Before it's too late, because then we're not going to be able to tell you what's going on out here, man. All right, because the famine of the word is going to be at large as well. All right, and we're not going to be able to reprove you. We're not going to be able to rebuke you on the things that are at hand right now. All right, we're at that very moment. All right, look, pertaining to Esau Edom, right? This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 4. It says, "Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High God," right? Or that is worshipped, so that he is as God, sitteth in the temple of the Most High God, showing himself that he is God, man. The Most High Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. All right. So look, this is how Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is what he believes himself to be, man. He believes himself to be a god. All right. But at the end of the day, he is the God of this world. All right, because look, he the word is given into his hand. All right, and he's literally making it known that if you take this micro C-hip, he's going to be able to track you. He literally tells you that you're going to be able to be tracked. All right, he literally tells you there's many articles out there that goes into this micro C-hip that says, oh, they're going to be able to geolocate your carbon footprint. They're going to be able to know all your medical history. They're going to be able to know everything about you. Yeah, that's okay for everybody though, right? Look, man, he exalting himself as a God. He literally is going to know you better than you know yourself, man. All right, because he does. All right, at the end of the day, Esau, even the so-called white man, knows you better than you know yourself. All right, because of all the shit that he's keeping track of. All right, he is literally keeping track of a lot of the things that you do online, right? Things that you watch, right? He knows what you like, what you don't like. He's exalting himself as a God. So how much more so when you take this micro C hip, right? Basically claiming that Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is your God, all right? He literally is going to have that capability of actually executing you or bringing you into health, man. All right, because that micro C hip that's going to be implanted in your hand or in your forehead, right? It literally has the solution that is able to heal you, right, or to fucking destroy you, right? All it takes is just a little bit too. All right, whatever ailment and infirmity you are dealing with in the world, right, and you take this micro C hip, right? Literally, he has the power to be able to be like, okay, well, look, through their, social credit score, they're actually conformed to society. They're a good person, blah, 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 whatever it may be. He's going to be able to push a button, right, and be able to heal you, right? But if you do take the C hip and you are not conformed to society as much, right, your social credit score comes back as where you're not as conformed as everybody else, right, as the sheeple in the world, right? He's gonna have the power to also kill you, man. This is why he exalts himself as the Most High, right? He is acting like he is a God, man, right? And at that point, look, you already said that he is your God by taking it. So look, he's gonna have power over you to either heal you or kill you, man. All right. So let's get the Book of Revelation. All right. It says, the Book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 14. It says, "And deceiveth them," all right, deceiveth them by what? Deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. All right, did we not just read what it's going to be able to cure you of? All right, let's read it again. It says, Musk, right? Elon Musk has claimed Neuralink device could be used for a range of therapeutic uses, all right, to treat conditions like blindness. You're not able to see, and you're going to be able to see again. Did not Yahweh do that in the past, man? With spiritual power from Yahweh? Yes, man. All right, look, Esau, even the so-called white man, is truly exalting himself as a God to the point where, look, he's deceiving the people by the means of his so-called miracles, man. All right, by what? He's going to be able to cure blindness, paralysis, right? Depression. And he's going to be able to have you uplinked to a damn supercomputer, man. So he can know all your damn thoughts, what you thinking 24/7. And if he don't like what you're thinking, he can alter your thoughts, man. He can alter your thoughts. Look, this is not something you want to be fucking, being conformed to, man. All right. So let's keep reading. It says, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. He had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. All right. So look. The day is going to come where you're going to have to make a decision if you're going to be a part of Esau Edom's and conform to Esau Edom's so-called white man's society and take his micro C hip, or not, be a part of Yahweh Bashmi outside. Let Yahweh Bashmi outside truly be our God, right? You're going to let Esau Edom, the so-called white man, be a God, or Yahweh Bashmi outside be a God, right? But you also have to understand what you're involved in, because if you say no, understand that, you might see death, man. You might be killed for it, because you don't want to conform to Esau Edom's ways, his society, and take his micro C hip and be a good person in his world. All right. So look, you have to understand what you're a part of, man. So-called blacks, Latinos, Native Indians. All right. Verse 16, it says, he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, all right, free and bond, to receive a mark. All right. Let's go into this real quick, just to show you that this is something that has to be implanted in you. All right. So this is Strong's G 5480, right? Charagma, all right, or charagma, all right? Which goes into a stamp, a imprinted mark, right? A mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand badge of the followers of Antichrist. Slakia. It says the mark branded upon horses, right? Thing carved, right? Let's go into this real quick. Touch it. Yeah. What does carved go into? Is it of hard material, cut or engraved to produce an object, design, or inscription? All right. A thing carved, sculpture, graven work. All right. of idolatrous images. All right, so look, this has to be cut into you. All right, this has to be cut into you. There's an incision that has to be made where they're going to be able to push forth the C hip into your hand. That now you have the MOTB, man. Look, this is a physical thing. This is how you understand or know that this is a very physical thing. All right? They have to physically cut you open, which goes against the scriptures, by the way. Right? Where the scripture says you shall not make any cuttings upon your flesh. All right. Look, this is going against the scriptures, and it's telling you that they're going to have to cut your hand open to put this damn MOTB in there, man. All right. Which is what? A scratch, an etching. All right. A stamp of badge of servitude. All right, you're basically serving Esau, even the so-called white man. You are his slave 10 times more, because we are slaves right now. But how much more so when you take this damn C hip, man? You are a slave to him, all right? And you're also saying that he is your God, man, right? Graven image, all right? So look, at the end of the day, you have to understand when you take this thing, it is a very physical thing that has to be cut into your hand, and it's a wrap when you take it, man. It is a wrap. Right, you're going to be utterly destroyed and perish, man, in that lake of fire. All right, we're going to grab that. Right, it says, I'm going to read it again. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, man. All right, so this is basically telling you what? If you ain't got this micro C hip, you're not going to be able to truly physically buy or sell, man, unless you have it, right? And that's the time that we're coming into, man. All right, the time that we're coming into is a time where you're not going to be able to buy or sell. All right, you're not going to be able to get your daily bread, the things that you need on a daily basis, right, to live, to survive, unless you got this micro C hip, right? But at the end of the day, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, we believe through faith, right, not of our own accord, but through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, that we're going to be taken care of it, man, in these latter days, man. All right. That's why we pray through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to harden our spirits when this day comes, when we get tried. Right. The whole earth gets tried, man, with this thing. All right. Because literally there's not going to be any food out here, man. All right. You're not going to be able to buy any of these things that you can, so loosely go buy today. All right. You ain't going to be able to go down the street to the damn grocery store and go buy some shit. All right. It ain't going to be like that no more. All right. It's going to be these 15-minute cities, which they are building right before the eyes of the people. All right. Whether it be above ground, underground, wherever it may be, which is truly going to be underground, because they already got a facility out here in Austin, Texas, that is literally 150 feet underneath the ground, that is EMP proof, right? And it has all your shit down there, man. It has malls, right? It has apartments, right? It has all these things that a lot of people are going to fucking be okay with to live down there, to get their daily bread, their victuals, whatever it may be, all right? To conform to the Esau, even the so-called white man society, to have a normal life, right? Quote unquote, a normal life in this world again, all right? Because literally it's going to be a famine out here, and it's going to be a time like never before, all right? It's going to be a time like never before. So let's keep it moving. Let's grab, if I'm not mistaken, it's 14. Yeah. All right. So look, listen to this. It says, doom for worshipers of the beast. All right. The book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 9. All right. And it reads, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark, right? That charagma, right? Which is that MOTB, that subdermal implantable micro C hip, right? In his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, which is poured out without mixture into a cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented, right? He shall be tormented with what? With fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever. And they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and who in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. All right, so look, this is what is to befall you, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Indians, if you take this, man. All right, if you take this micro C hip, right, that MOTB, which is that subdermal implantable micro C hip, if you take this, you're going to what? You're going to burn in that lake of fire, right? Because you're saying that Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is your God, and Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua is not. All right. It truly behooves you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Indians to get right, turn to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai before it's too late, man. All right, before it's too late, because at the end of the day, look, these things are going to be the judgments for it is unfathomable, right? It's going to be very excruciatingly painful in these latter days for you that take this, because you're going to go right into that lake of fire. But look, this is another judgment that's going to happen before that. All right, so look, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 16, verses 1 and 2. I'm also grab 8 through 11. All right, so verses 1 and 2, it says, and I heard a great voice out of the temple, saying to the seven angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of the Most High upon the earth. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth. And there, look, this is what's going to befall you, right? Look, and there fell a noisome and grievous sword upon the men which worship Vaslaki, which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship his image, man. All right, so let's go into these words real quick. All right, what's grievous swords? All right, what's noisome and grievous swords? Slaki. All right, so this is Strong's G 2556 kakos, right? This is of bad nature, right? Base, wrong, wicked, troublesome, injurious, pernicious, right? Destructive, banful, all right? Let's see. Bad, evil, harm, ill, noisome, wicked. All right, so let's go into the let's actually get the definition for noisome. All right, noisome goes into having an extremely offensive smell. All right, extremely offensive smell. So let's grab grievous now. All right, this is Strong's G 4190, generos. All right, this is full of labors, hardship. This is the point right here. It says, in a physical sense, diseased or blind. All right, in an ethical sense, wicked, right? Evil, wicked, or bad. All right. Let's see. Calamitous, diseased. Wicked, evil, bad. All right. So let's see. Let's actually grab like the Google definition for it. All right. Oops, it's locked here. All right, so grievous, right, goes into of something bad, severe, or serious. All right. It goes into grave, right? Dreadful, iniquitous, damn, shameful, right? So in other words, you're gonna have really repulsive, excruciatingly painful sores, man. All right, tumor-like, sores that are going to be producing a pus-like discharge, man. Right, sore, right, going into what? Of a part of one's body, painful or aching, painful, hurting, right? Hurt, excruciating, inflamed, right? Angry. All right, so look, you're going to have these very dreadful, painful sores upon your body, man. All right, that literally, there's no cure for it, man. All right, as soon as you take this thing, right, this micro C-hip, the mark of the beast, which is that subdermal implantable micro C-hip, right? You take this thing, look. These are the judgments that are going to befall you, man. Right? You're going to get what? Noisome and grievous sores, right? Sores that are what? Excruciatingly painful. And literally, after that, you're going right into that lake of fire, man, because you need to be purified from all the fucking wicked ass shit you done did. All right, that you have the mark of the beast now, right? You need to be destroyed, all right? Because now you're obviously from the beginning you weren't in your right mind because you took it anyway to begin with, all right? So you need to be purified by fire, man. You need to be destroyed, right? Because you are truly suffering here in Babylon the Great, aka America, right? So let's go into this. This is verses 8 through 11, all right? It says, and the fourth angel poured out his vial upon the sun, and power was given unto him to scorch men with fire, all right? To scorch men with fire. What's scorch going to? All right? This is the Google definition. It says, burn the surface of something with flame or heat, right? to sear, char, right? It says of a person or vehicle move very fast. Yeah, that's not what it's talking about. But anyway, let's get the actual Strong's information for it. All right. Scorch, Strong's G 2739. Kamutitso. All right. In the Greek, this is to burn with heat, to scorch, to be tormented with intense heat. Right. To be tormented with intense heat, man. Right. So this is what's going to befall you if you take this micro C hit, man. You're going to be tormented with fervent heat, right? With very intense heat that's going to be excruciatingly painful, right? Excruciatingly painful, even from the shit that you already have with the noisome and grievous sores, man. All right. So how much more so in that lake of fire? All right. This is verse 9. It says, "And men were scorched with great heat," right? Men were tormented with great heat, and blasphemed the name of the Most High Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, which hath power over these plagues, and they repented not to give him glory. Right? And the fifth angel poured out his vial upon the seat of the beast. His kingdom was full of darkness, and they gnawed their tongues for pain and blasphemed the Most High Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai of heaven because of their pains and their sores, and repented not of their deeds, man. All right, so you have to understand, look, when you get those noisome and grievous sores and you get burnt up in that lake of fire, look, this is what's going to happen. All right, you're going to be blaspheming the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, you're going to be cursing him out because of what? Because you done took the damn micro C hip, you got the noisome and grievous sores, right, which is excruciatingly painful already unto you. And now you're going to burn in that lake of fire, which is going to be 10 times more excruciatingly painful. All right, and look, you're going to be blaspheming the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai's name. Right. So look, let's keep going. Let's see. Let's take in. Yeah, Revelation 19. Yep, right there. Click this shit. Come on. Damn. Resource technology, man. What the hell? All right, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 19, verse 20. It says, "And the beast was taken, all right, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that received the mark of the beast." All right. So this is what we're trying to tell you, man. Look, we're trying to tell you that this micro C hip, the subdermal implantable micro C hip, is the mark of the beast. You got all these false prophet camps out there that are telling you that it is not. All right, it's not the micro C hip. That the mark of the beast is sin. That the mark of the beast is Cesare Borgia, which is the one that they call Jesus Christ, right? Or it's a heathen woman, a white woman, whatever it may be. All right, look, that just makes no sense. All right, how the fuck are you going to buy or sell with a damn graven image? How the fuck are you going to buy or sell with sin? How the fuck are you going to buy or sell with a damn heathen woman or a white woman, man? It makes no sense, man. All right, this is something that is truly practical. All right, it has to go up in you. Right, they have to make an incision in your hand, your forehead, whatever it may be, right, and push it in you so that you can be able to buy yourself. Because guess what? They're going to upload everything about you in that damn micro C hip, man. Your medical records, your damn banking information, whatever it may be, man. It's going to be on there, man. All right, and then that's going to be the only way you're going to be able to buy and sell and Esau eating the so-called white man's normal society again. All right. Look, it truly behooves you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Indians to turn to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and receive this true sound wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, starting with our elders and apostles, a great millstone, all the way down to the lowest level, man. Right? Because literally, we have the 100% truth, starting with our elders and apostles, a great millstone. We have the 100% truth. All right, we're trying to tell you that this is a very physical thing. All right, this is a practical thing that has to be incisionized into your hand, man. Right? So let's read this again. It says, "And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image." Right? Look, this is what's going to happen to them. Though these both were cast alive into the lake of fire burning with brimstone. All right? So you have to understand, look, in these latter days, a lot of false prophets are going to be out here, man, bringing forth wicked ass fucking doctrines and shit, false doctrines and shit. Right? They're actually on the rise now. And one main group that, that we are truly against is IUIC, man. though we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh that there is elect members amongst them, right? But they keep bringing forth, false doctrine, man. They keep bringing forth false doctrine, which is, not according to the scriptures. They keep saying that it's everything and anything other than the micro C head, man. All right, which is that subdermal implantable micro C head. All right, you need to understand. Look, it behooves you, so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Indians, to take heed to our elders and apostles of great millstone, all the way down to us at the lowest level, because we have the sense of 100% truth. Right? We are truly trying to warn you out here. So therefore, you cannot say that you have not heard that it is that micro C here. Right? You cannot say that the MOTB was never told unto you that it is the micro C here, because we was out here warning you. Right? We was out there on the highways and hedges warning you. It was on the World Wide Web, right? The unicorn warning your ass. Right? So you cannot say that you have never come across the word saying that, oh, I didn't know what the MOTB was. Nah, look, we done told you. Right? False prophets out there that are bringing forth all these, false, bringing forth false information about this. I'm telling you, man, look, y'all got a lot of blood on your hands because y'all causing our people to go astray, man. You're causing our people to go astray with this false information that you're bringing forth. All right, and it truly behooves you to repent and turn from your transgression and teach what it truly is, man. All right, teach what the mark of the beast, the MOTB, truly is, man. All right, which is that subdermal implantable microcia. All right. So without further ado, I'm not trying to make the lesson long. I'm gonna shut it down right here. All right, I brought this out that this lesson is edifying and exhorting unto you, so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Indians, us Hebrew Israelites. All right. So without further ado, we're gonna shut it down by giving much due, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Waracha Hakodash Shabbat Shemayim. All right. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well and teach well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. You sincere Aki and Mo'aqua that tuned in and that's tuning afterward. I brought this out that this lesson is edifying and exhorting unto you. All right. And you already know how we like to end it with DTA, Abad Babal soon. Death to America, right? Abad Babal, destroy confusion. All right, because Babylon the Great, aka America, is a very confused, fucking wicked ass place, man. It's going to be utterly destroyed by that thermonuclear missiles, man. All right. Without further ado, we're gonna shut it down. All right. Shalom.